Hey now, what is up everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and I just got back from the theaters after seeing The Disaster Artist. The Disaster Artist is a 2017 film that is based on the book of the same name, and that book is based on the true story of what these events that happened with the infamous Tommy Wiseau. Tommy Wiseau, I'm sure many people know him by now as a guy who some 10 years ago, with his own money, made this film called The Room. In The Room, for years I'd heard that it was like the worst movie ever. And I finally watched it a couple months ago, and man, it does live up to that sort of hype. It's awful. And so I became fascinated. I'm like, I need to know more about this guy, how this got made, where did he get the money from, why is the movie shot this bad, and just everything about it. And then I heard this movie was coming out, and the trailers and everything, Franco being behind it. Watching this film, I think it's fascinating. It gives you what you want to know from how The Room got made, with the story of this guy, Tommy Wiseau, and how nobody knows his age. Nobody knows where exactly he's from, even though he says Louisiana. Yeah, right. And where does he get this money from? He won't answer these questions. He's lying about everything. So he comes off sort of villainous in that way, but at the same time, he befriends this kid, Greg, who at the time, 19 years old, who wants to be an actor, and he's struggling. And to see his struggle being an actor, it puts that version of Hollywood and trying to act into perspective. I like that. Greg in the movie is played by Dave Franco. And I really liked seeing these two meet, how they became friends, how they just upped and moved to LA because Tommy just so happened to have an apartment out there. What? Yeah. So you see them auditioning and seeing them try to get into movies, and it's really hard for Greg. It is. And Tommy, obviously being who he is, he's not going to get anywhere. So the moment when they decide, let's make our own movie, why not? Let's do it. To see him hire all of these people, the DPs and the producers and the script supervisor, Seth Rogen, so many great cameos in the film as well. And the actors, all these people who I watched The Room and thought they were terrible and couldn't act. It's fascinating to see the conditions that they had to act in making this movie. It almost puts everything in perspective on how bad they must have been because of the director they had. Look at who they're, a lot of them were signed on and about to shoot the film without even reading the script yet. It's amazing. It's crazy to think that not only did this movie get made, but that Tommy really thought it was good and thought it was going to work and wanted it to get Oscar consideration. Whoa, what? It's also fascinating because James Franco, to me, pulls this character off. He does. He has the accent down. He has the weird mannerisms and the takes, and even his face. He's somehow contorting, like his eye. He looks like this guy. He acts like this guy. I would not be surprised, and I would totally be for him getting nominated for an Oscar. He's that good. And seeing them reenact the scenes from The Room was also fascinating because this movie is obviously known for being terrible. So to see them having to act bad or having to act out these terrible scenes, just funny all the way through, but also engaging, and had me just wanting to see everything even till after the credits, because there is an after credit scene. I adored this movie. I'm going to give it a full price. So guys, let me know in the comments below, what did you think of The Disaster Artist if you've seen it? Or let's talk about The Room. If you've seen The Room, what did you think about that? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!